Yeah, so we might actually be live right now. So let's take it to the top. So if you've been with us and we are live, we apologize because on our end, it's not showing we are live, but we could be live. So my name is Zaprazny and I am hosting community conversations with business owners right now. And I'm so honored to be joined by Estrella of Avenger Athletics. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
So first off, how are you and your family doing through this kind of crazy time?
So I think like the first week or two, we were just, just getting used to all the changes, all the shutdowns, trying not to freak out like everybody else because, this virus that you can't see, but apparently everybody's going to get at some point. After that, it's just like, okay, so how do we go about everyday business life without thinking about this, even though we're isolated? So we still have to, take care of the house, make sure dinner's cooked, we still have to do everyday stuff. We still have to learn how to run a business, even if it's just from our homes.
Yeah. So I'm in the same boat,
Yeah.
So I got the opportunity to meet Coach Estrella in October when I joined her gym. And we had so much in common. We both left our corporate careers to pursue our passion. We both like helping people be their best. She does it through the physical training and I do it through the mental skills training. We both have high school seniors who are not enjoying any of that typical senior stuff.
Right.
And I think we both have a resiliency to stay positive despite what's going around us.
Yeah.
So what I love about your gym and your offering is the community that you create and the welcome that you extend to really the elite athlete and the out of shape, overweight individual. So tell me a little bit about, your mindset around creating community and making sure people are the right folks for your gym.
Right. So in looking at people that are part of our community, we try to we let anybody come in, but we're looking for people that are committed to changing their lifestyles. A lot of people think, oh, if I do this for 30 days, I'm done. Like we can stop and then I won't have to do anything else for like the next year and my body will stay the same, or I can eat whatever I want. And that's just not what we're trying to put into our members. We want people to realize that it is a lifestyle change. Eating, we're going to teach you how to eat right. What size is a proportion? Most people get a plate. So if you go to a restaurant and you see people with an entire plate, that is not an accurate.
It's like food for two.
Yes, that's not accurate. So we don't learn that in school, and most people don't know that as adults. So how are children going to know that? So it's teaching everybody the basics from eating right, what foods to eat, how much to eat. And like you said, I have a lot of people that come to me that are advanced athletes to just your individuals. And so a lot of it is for people that have played sports in college or pro. It's one, rehabbing any injuries they've had before throwing them into our program, because they're not going to be able to do what everybody else is doing if they have those injuries. It's looking at how people treat each other. That's huge. I'm very open-minded. We probably have an intolerance to people being treated badly, and we don't. There is no excuse. And we don't really tolerate it. So that's huge. I don't tolerate gossip. We're there as a community. Everybody says, oh, we're a family. We really are. Like, I know where they work. I know who their family members are. I know their kids. It's more than just saying you're a member. Like if you need to come use my house for anything, come on over. Like not many people, not many businesses can say that. Like, any of my members, if they need something, if they need groceries, if they need their kids watched, that's what I'm here for. It's not just putting them through a workout. It's every aspect of their life. It's mentally, physically, emotionally, it's everything.
All right. So right now, I'm thinking some folks are struggling a little bit mentally.
Yes.
And they can't physically go to your gym.
Yes.
Wall Street Journal had an article this morning, and people are working out and they're getting hurt,
Yes.
right? So really, how are you supporting your clients during this time period?
Right. So we've done a 30-day challenge. Up to this point, it ended about 2 days ago. The first one, that was for more experienced people that have gone to the gym. So they know exactly what that workout is, what every movement is, and they know if some members have equipment, some people don't. So I'm giving them different options. So we're doing classes virtually, and I'm actually still coaching them just like we would be in class. So we start with a warm up, we do our strength, our accessory, our workout, our core. And so I give them different options. I scale the movements to the equipment that they have at home. So say we're doing a back squat. Some people may have a bar and the plates and an actual rig at their house. Other people, I'm like, okay, grab a backpack, fill it with stuff. So it's just thinking outside of the box, using what you have for where we are right now.
And so, you know what, you're competing a little bit with this,
Yes.
right? So what's the value of working with someone like you versus, I'm just going to use an app?
Right. So the value with working with me, with our gym, is I know everybody that I work with. I know if they have injuries. I know if they do this movement, it hurts their knee, or if they do this movement, it hurts their back or bothers their back, or they can't. So a lot of people can't do a full extension. So I know that sometimes they can only go to here instead of the whole way here. I know, if they're not feeling good, if they don't, if they're not eating enough, if they're not drinking enough, like I know everything that should be looked at when you're working out. It's not just, oh, come in, work out, go home. It's everything. Did you eat right? Did you drink enough? Did you sleep? Are you taking vitamins? Are you taking probiotics? It's everything.
I can attest to that, right? I had been going to physical therapy, and I love my physical therapist, for 2 years for a torn rotator cuff.
Yeah.
And probably in 3 months' time in the gym with Estrella, I advanced that so much so that I can play basketball during this quarantine time. We have a little hoop back, and it used to be like I went like this. I couldn't shoot more than 6 feet from the basket. So, I can attest to the customization of really being responsive to an old athlete's body and some injuries they've had, and how do you tailor it to help them be successful.
Right.
So you have another challenge coming up. So tell us a little bit about that challenge, and what do you need to do to kind of get in that game if you want to?
Sure. So our next challenge is for everybody that's at home that hasn't stepped into a gym or that feels intimidated, doesn't know exactly where to start. So the 30-day challenge, it starts on Monday. So we have today and tomorrow to sign up yet, but it starts on Monday. We'll do virtual classes. So I will be demonstrating all the movements. We'll go over the entire workout, and I'll be coaching you one-on-one, but it's going to be through a computer or phone. It's whatever you log on to. But it's for your basic individual that has no experience or they have yet to get started. And in addition to that, it's also for people that do have experience, but it's just going to be body weight movements. So when people come in, normally we have different objects to use and they get their butts kicked. So instead of using all those objects, we're going to take it way back to basics, and I'm going to kick your butts with no equipment.
I think it was over Thanksgiving. The workout included, it was a lot of burpees.
Yes.
Right? I did the workout from home, and I'm like, this is more burpees than I ever dreamed of doing.
Yes.
You know what? I grew up, so when I was an athlete, it was 3 sets of 12, maybe 3 sets of 15, right? So then fast forward, a lot of trainers are now doing 4, not Coach Estrella. Did you do 100? I'm like, what? Did you do 100? Yeah. So trust me, if you want to grow physically stronger and mentally stronger, Estrella has a really nice program that, regardless of where you are in your journey, she can really help you.
Yeah.
So you have a
So like,
private Facebook page for members only, and
yes,
sometimes it sounds like you do really extraordinary things, like you were offering organic eggs this
yes,
week. So tell us a
yes.
little bit about, your thought process there.
So, like,
You
yeah,
get
yeah.
chickens.
So part of it is not just the working out. A lot of it has to do with our nutrition. A lot of it has to do with, are you taking vitamins? Are you taking a probiotic? So we had gone to a nutrition seminar, and one of the things, a lot of it was stuff that I had already known. So I was a little bit of a sourpuss about it. But one of the things that I learned was that probiotics actually reduce sinus colds, sinus infections. So like that's my daily, besides regular vitamins, um, vitamin C, probiotics, and then talking to one of my members, her dad is actually in the ER at one of the hospitals, and he says, should you get a cold or this virus, what you want to do on the daily is your vitamin C, your probiotics, your airborne, to reduce the worst symptoms of this virus. So like I made a post to the members, okay guys, this is my daily, this is what I'm taking daily, what are you taking? This is what we need to be taking daily. So in addition to that, we're going to start ordering foods from farmers, from local businesses. So we get our eggs, flats of eggs, like 2.5 dozen of eggs. They're farm fresh. They're no antibiotics, no junk in it. They're, free grazing. So they're out running around for $3.
They're happy chickens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So 2.5 dozen for $3. They also have raw milk. They have honey. They have cheese. They have all kinds of things. So we're going to have them come in, and then the members can order straight through them. So that's just one of the perks. We do natural oils. We do Young Living natural oils. I try not to take much medicine. So like if I ever do not feel good, or on the daily, even when they come into the gym, I'll have the natural oils running. And that seems to help prevent people getting sick. And that's just another thing that we do.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice. So you have this 30-day challenge that kicks off Monday.
Yes.
So how does somebody learn more or register?
Sure. So if anybody wants to register, they can go to our website. It is avengerathletics.com. So we have a page on our homepage. You can click to learn more, or you can go to our 30-day challenge tab at the top. And any of those links, you should be able to sign up. It's through Eventbrite. And then I get an email, and I'll be reaching out to everybody tomorrow, because I'll be going over goals with everybody first. We'll do a Zoom call, and we'll say, okay, what are your goals for this 30-day challenge? And then we'll say, okay, these are goals that we're going to shoot for. What do you need help with nutrition? And then if anybody's worried about the movements, I'll be going over the movements every day before we even start the workout. So they just need to go to our website to sign up.
Super. And you know what? Listen, right when this quarantine hit, I did a session with my customer group.
Yeah.
And I said, look, how will you cope during this time? And it's mind, body, spirit, but I believe it begins with the body.
Yeah.
Right? It begins with the body, and it begins with your commitment to moving.
Right. It is. And it is a commitment. So like, there'll be some days I'll be like, oh, I think I'm going to have a rest day. And my daughter's like, Mom. Yeah. So like, she's my accountability, but then I'm everybody else's accountability. And so like, we'll post when we're in the gym, Instagram, all right, guys, we're doing challenge day 27. And then I'll be like, all right, guys, we just died doing challenge day 27. Where are you at?
Nice, nice.
But and so like when we don't work out, and so if we have a rest day, so I do recommend 2 days a week for rest days. Just because one, if we work out too much, it's going to bring our immunity down, and we don't want that. Right now, we want to try to be as healthy as possible. So in addition to doing that, when we do the 30-day challenge, we want to check how everybody's eating, how everybody's sleeping. The biggest part of this is we don't want people getting depressed. So we want them to move. We just want you to move. It doesn't matter if you have the equipment. It doesn't matter what equipment you have. I've had dance parties on the challenge before this. Okay, guys, your accessory today is 20 minutes. Dance with your family. Go walk with your family. It doesn't matter what it is. Just move.
Yeah, you know what? I've subscribed to the 4 M's: meditate, movement, music, quality meals,
Yeah.
and S is structure,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
So
So,
that's what we try to do. So for the classes, we have specific times where you can jump on and do a Zoom class with other people. I've also added a tab in our where people reserve classes. Whereas, okay, you missed the Zoom, tell me that you worked out today. Click that reserve button. I just want to know that you moved today. I want to know that you didn't sit on the couch, you didn't eat all the snacks in your house. Everybody's like snacks, snacks, snacks.
right, literally, this is what I've done, right? So I go to the supermarket like once every 2 weeks. My husband hits it more than me, and I go to the produce. I last trip 5 pounds of organic carrots, two big things of celery, big things of peppers. Come home, I cut it all up. I have a big container, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I want some junk. I'm like, first you have to gnaw through the rapid food, right?
Yes.
And I'm
Yes.
not saying I'm a 10, but it's really been a game changer just taking that little bit of time to prep.
Yeah. So, and like if people are home, granted, some people will be working, but there's a huge population that aren't working. So right now you actually have the best opportunity to be like, okay, guys, this is what we're eating for breakfast. This is what we're eating for lunch. This is what we're eating for dinner. So before we were even in isolation, every Sunday I would send an email or a text, not an email, a text to everybody in the house going, okay, guys, this is our dinner plan for the week. If you don't like something, this is your chance to speak up. But at 7 o'clock every night, you're expected at the dinner table. And this is what we're eating. And once we did that, everybody coming to dinner, I was like, who where'd my kids go? Who's in your body right now?
Well, you know what? I think the return to the family meal
Yes.
is going to be something that people will want to hold on
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
as we return to the next chapter.
So just to give you a funny story. So this was before isolation and I was coaching and, my husband's in here, the kids are in here and they're like, what are you making for dinner? It was a Friday and it was probably like chicken or salmon or something and they were like, mom said tacos for Friday. So they were like, yeah, that's not what mom said. That's not what that text said. So like, I gave them the plan to follow and the time, and then they were like, yeah, no, we want what's on that text. So I held them accountable to show up, and they held us accountable to make what everybody agreed to on that text message.
Nice,
So it
nice.
was I actually really, really enjoyed that process. So our kids are older, so we have 21, be 22, and then 18-year-olds. So it's not like they're little. So they always want to be out, running around, doing stuff. So for us to get them all together, like every night, they're like, all right, is dinner ready? Is dinner ready? And they're like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, so what's happening a little bit in our house, which is fun, is there are days my husband's cooking, or my
Yeah.
husband and daughter are cooking, and that to me is like gold,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
And
It's just
yes,
the small things. It's just the small things. I think people are so freaked out about isolation. I know everybody's worried about money, but so retrospectively, because when the kids were little, I worked and worked and worked. So I didn't get to stay home with them. And so like now is my time with them. It's backwards because they're way older. Like they don't need to spend time with me, but they are. And so like I know everybody's worried about the isolation, the virus, the money, and that we all are. But at the same time, it's like just enjoy this because in no time everybody's gonna be running around with their heads cut off, and we're gonna be so busy we don't know what to do.
you know what? I love really your words, because in essence we have a choice.
Yeah.
And for me, it was, I'm going to be the most positive role model
Yes.
during this time period possible.
Yeah.
And there's a spectrum. On this end, I say people are inconvenienced. I have to stay home. I'm here.
Yeah.
Right. And then there are people who are on the front line. Their lives are at risk.
Yep.
They've lost loved ones.
Right.
We're blessed. We're here. We're in this inconvenience stage.
Right.
And how can we be positive role models that our kids kind of get to see?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
And another thing is with us being home, because normally I'm way too busy and my workout schedule is like, it's just here or there. It's whenever I can get in between classes. And because I'm not teaching as many classes, I actually get to say, okay, guys, we're working out at this time. And it's not just me by myself. My daughter and my son are actually in there with me. So
Nice.
yeah, like I love
Nice.
it. And I'm like, yeah.
All right,
So
so people don't know really about how strong you are. So why don't you just share a little bit? So again, corporate woman, IT, super smart woman who
yes,
said, I'm done with the corporate. I
yes,
love working out. I love coaching and training others. And she models it in terms of how strong she is.
yes.
So talk a little bit about, you know, 'cause some of the competitions you've been a part of or what might be ahead of.
Sure. So I love strongman. I love powerlifting. Those are pretty much my go-tos.
And for those of us who maybe had no idea what that meant, what does that mean?
So powerlifting is your back squat, bench, and your deadlift. And strongman, so you guys can look up World's Strongest Man, and you'll see all these different events. They'll be doing cars, kegs, all kinds of different objects. If you know about the Arnold with the iron, the wheel, the Conan's wheel, that's like so fantastic. Okay, I'm aging myself. Like if anybody remembers Conan the Barbarian with Arnold Schwarzenegger and the Conan wheel. So like just different objects, and that's what it is, different objects, heavy weights. So yeah, so like strongman, we've gone to Utah. Right now for powerlifting, we have a lot of members that love powerlifting, and they're
And
doing
we have
actually
some accomplished
fantastic.
members.
Yes. So we've
Share
gone
a little bit
to,
about that.
okay. So Angelina, we went to Raw Nationals, and then we'll have high school nationals, which was moved to June. So all the comps are like being pushed out because of this. And then we have Worlds in October, which is in Belarus, Minsk, Belarus. Then we're gonna have members that are under the radar right now, which is super fantastic, but I have other ones that are gonna qualify for high school nationals, for youth nationals, and hopefully open nationals. So we're like flying under the radar, but we're so excited. We're having our own meet. The link to sign up was active yesterday, and there's only 70 spots. So, and it's in Harrisburg, which is like rare for us to have powerlifting meets around here. But it will be 70 spots, and it's going to be housed at our gym in Harrisburg at our new location.
Yeah, so talk a little bit about your new gym, right? You break ground and the world comes to a stop, right?
Yes,
so
it does. And
keep the
people
faith. Tell us about how big this facility is and why the transition.
Sure. So right now, if anybody knows, our gym is literally behind our house. We built a garage back there. It's about 800 square feet. So there's small classes. But even when we move, we're still going to have small classes. So our gym will still stay different and unique from most other gyms, pretty much. So we're going from like 800 square feet to 3,500 square feet. So we're going to have our strength classes, our powerlifting, our strongman, just lots of different things that we wouldn't have been able to have going at the same time. It's a huge opportunity. We're actually going to be moving to 681 Knight Road in Harrisburg, which is about 10-15 minutes from the Hershey area. It's not too far. It's back behind 39 or by Ted's off of 22. So it's only a couple minutes away from there. But it's a great location. We're going to have lots of space. I'm super excited. But the biggest part was, oh my God, we're moving. And oh my God, everything is closed down. So everybody at home has like gone bananas, like with ordering equipment to flooring, to bars, to plates. Like I'm trying to stock everything for the new gym. But then if you go on these websites, sold out. Submit your email if you need equipment. And so like, then you're at the mercy of the emails. And if you're like a half hour late, you miss the boat. So like I have the living room, I have like boxes everywhere of stuff, but it's just a process. But yeah, we're gonna have much bigger space. We have summer camps coming up for kids. So this will be the first year we do that. We're gonna be hosting our own powerlifting meets. We have a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff. We're gonna be doing for our members, we're gonna do it quarterly, but it is gonna be like a date night for our members. So it's gonna be like, all right, members get to pick their foods for their kids, bring it in, we'll order the foods. Okay, guys, you go out for a couple hours, the kids and I are going to watch TV, we're going to play games, do whatever. So it's more than just working out. It's okay. Some people don't get a date night. They don't have family around here.
What's a
So,
date? No. Anyway,
yeah.
yes, we're going to the basement tonight.
Yeah. So a lot of people, they're like, they don't get the free time. So I'm like, okay, guys, I don't care if you crawl under my desk, you sleep in your car, you go have like a ladies' night, go out with your spouse. It's pretty much, you get like 2 hours, go do whatever you want. I don't care what you do.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Love the optimism. You know, hopefully the world advances and we get doors open and businesses open. So just to remind everybody again, your 30-day challenge kicks off when, and best way to get in that if they want to jump into that.
Sure. Our 30-day challenge, no equipment needed. Anybody can do it. Starts on Monday. Enrollment ends tomorrow. So you have today and tomorrow to sign up, and you can sign up at our website, avengerathletics.com.
Woo, well, super, my dear. It is awesome to see you and connect.
Very nice to see you.
All right. Thanks so much. Stay well.
Thank you. Thank you.